लाइट एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल। पर अभी ऐसा लग रहा है कि इसका अंत कभी कब होगा। जब भी लॉकडाउन उठने की बात सामने आती है तो लोग फिर से चर्चा शुरू हो जाती है कि नहीं मत उठाइए, क्योंकि अगर उठ गया अभी तो इन्फेक्शन रेट फिर से बढ़ जाएगा। So there's a lot of uncertainty around this. So how do we deal with an uncertainty जिसमें डॉक्टर्स के पास अभी आंसर है, ना सरकार के पास आंसर्स हैं, ना परिवार वालों या बड़ों के पास आंसर्स हैं, ना हमारे पास आंसर्स हैं अपने से छोटों को देने के लिए। तो ऐसे समय में हमको क्या करना चाहिए?
So I think Adwaita, आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह इंट्रोड्यूस किया that these are unprecedented times. Nobody has seen, such a situation earlier. I've spoken to my parents or even elders, and they talk about wartime efforts and all when, there was blackening of windows and stuff. But your daily life used to continue uninterrupted. So that's what, people do remember as being something out of the ordinary that they have witnessed in their lifetime. But for most of us, we've not seen something like this before. And it's unexpected, unprecedented. इसका अंत पता नहीं कब होगा. कोई कहते हैं कि वैक्सीन 1-2 महीने में आ जाएगी, कोई कह रहा है अगले साल आएगी. तो बहुत ज्यादा टॉक है हमारी फैमिलीज में, मीडिया में, हर जगह की, और कोई आंसर्स नहीं है. So it is a frightening time for a lot of people. I think we are all worried about the health, our own health, the health of our loved ones. We are worried about the state of the economy. हमारी जॉब का क्या होगा, हमारे बिजनेस का क्या होगा, जो हम पे डिपेंडेंट है, हम क्या उनकी देखभाल कर पाएंगे. सोशल आइसोलेशन, हम लोगों का सपोर्ट सिस्टम एक तो फैमिली के अंदर है, एक फैमिली के बाहर भी है, हमारे फ्रेंड्स, हमारी एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली. अब उनसे हम फिजिकली मिल नहीं पा रहे हैं. जो हमारी हॉबीज थी, जो हमारे इंटरेस्ट थे घर के बाहर, वो हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. और घर के अंदर भी अगर हमारे कुछ रिलेशनशिप्स में दरार थी, कोई प्रॉब्लम थी, तो उन पे ज्यादा प्रेशर पड़ गया है इस लॉकडाउन की वजह से. तो चाहे वो हमारे बच्चों के साथ, चाहे स्पाउस के साथ, चाहे एल्डर्स के साथ, तो बहुत ज्यादा मतलब प्रेशर पड़ चुका है उन रिलेशनशिप से पहले से भी ज्यादा. पहले डिस्ट्रैक्शन था कि हम कहीं बाहर जा सकते थे, दूसरों के ऊपर सपोर्ट ले सकते थे. लेकिन अब ऐसा सिचुएशन है कि अगर हमारे घर में लोगों के साथ अनबन है तो वो और भी शायद बढ़ गई है इस सिचुएशन में. और हम में से कोई और भी वल्नरेबल है. एक एल्डरली एज ग्रुप है, एक है जो इकोनॉमिकली वीक है, चाहे वो माइग्रेंट लेबर हो, चाहे वो डेली वेजर्स हो. उनकी शायद जरूरत है, उनकी शायद बेसिक नीड्स की वजह से उनको बहुत ज्यादा एंजाइटी हो रही है. बच्चों का पूरा स्केड्यूल डिस्टर्ब हो गया है, उनको घर से स्कूलिंग करनी पड़ रही है या स्कूलिंग हो ही नहीं रही है, बाहर खेल नहीं पा रहे हैं. तो बहुत सारे ऐसे भी सेक्शंस हैं जो कुछ ज्यादा वल्नरेबल हैं, या जिनको कोविड ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, वो तो शायद सबसे ज्यादा वल्नरेबल हैं, वो और उनकी फैमिलीज, क्योंकि उनको अब एक स्टिग्मा से भी डील करना, दे आर हैविंग टू डील विद अ स्टिग्मा. So it is very difficult times, and I would just like to make an opening remark and say that it's okay to be scared, it's okay to feel worried, it's okay to feel confused, because we've not seen this situation earlier, and those are responses that are valid in such a unprecedented situation. Ashwini ji, would you like?
Absolutely, I take what you're saying, Parul, absolutely right. And but I just want to add that this uncertainty has always existed in all of us. See, if you take our normal lives also, as we go through life, there is uncertainty. Only thing is, somewhere or the other, we started thinking that ये जो uncertainty है, उसका हमको रास्ता पता है. मेरे को पता है मेरा फ्यूचर क्या होने वाला है, मेरे को पता है मेरा जॉब क्या होने वाला है. नाउ ये नया चीज आया है, ये वायरस नया है. नॉर्मल डिजीजेस जो मेरा होता है, आई कैन हैंडल इट. मेरे को हार्ट प्रॉब्लम है, बीपी प्रॉब्लम है, आई नो इसका कोई सोल्यूशन है. इसका मेरे को सोल्यूशन नहीं दिख रहा है. सो ये जो अनसर्टेनिटी है, इसके कारण जो थ्रेट है अभी मेरे को, अर्लियर जो अनसर्टेनिटी थी, आई थॉट आई कुड डील विद दैट, आई कुड अडेप्ट टू दैट एनवायरमेंट. बट ये जो अनसर्टेनिटी है, ये मुझे अडेप्ट करने का अभी टाइम नहीं दे रही है. I haven't got the time to adapt to it. And normally, when we have to adapt to something, it takes time. Human beings are very, very adaptable, very flexible. They will adapt. but time lagega. You know, if you go by all the things that we have in our brain, by, you know, the neural circuits and all that we have in the brain, we have this big jungle which tells us this is how life should be, this is how things should be. And now when we have to make a new path, adapt to a new uncertainty, it will take us at least a couple of months. The normal duration which everybody, all scientists or all people who study this type of thing say is about 45 days. 45 days even to start accepting and creating a new path of adaptability. So uncertainty is there. But earlier when Advita said everybody is worried about the light at the end of the tunnel. Think about it. Think about all the epidemics, all the wars, the world war, the nuclear, attack which took place on Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki and everything, countries destroyed, everything destroyed. We all came out of it. The human being, the human species will come out of it. It takes time, yes. But there is always light at the end of the tunnel. This news, what is happening is earlier when we were thinking about, the information flow, it was less. Today, we are keeping the TV on, we are keeping the WhatsApp on, we are keeping Facebook on all the time. One death, one more case, it increases the uncertainty and the pressure. Now, this uncertainty in any case exists. We are not adapted. But now that is adding this news, the constant flow of news is adding to this uncertainty and this pressure. Yes, the uncertainty exists. Yes, we will adapt. I am firmly of the belief that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
So on this, I feel, this is my personal belief that if one of the ways to cope with this uncertainty and anxiety in these situations is to go on a social media and news diet. So you need some amount of it to be abreast. You need to know क्या हो रहा है, अपने आप को safe कैसे रखें, resources क्या जरूरी हैं, अगर कोई problem हो, वो information जरूरी है. लेकिन ज्यादा अगर बढ़ गई तो जैसे ज्यादा खा नहीं सकते, वैसे ही एक threshold है जिसके बाद हमें information consume करने पे एक balance रखना पड़ेगा, and we have to be on a diet, especially if it's upsetting us even more to keep hearing how many deaths, to keep hearing, all kinds of grim statistics around COVID and the resulting issues around it.
एक सवाल आया है मेधावी मिश्र से. वो पूछ रही है कि जो पारुल ने भी पहले कहा कि बहुत तनाव बढ़ गया है, क्योंकि पीपल, अगर आपके पारिवारिक संबंध उतने अच्छे नहीं हैं तो पहले कोई एक्सक्यूज होता था, आपको थोड़ा डिस्टेंस, थोड़ा स्पेस जो हम कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में मिल जाता था. आज वो माहौल नहीं है, तो उसकी वजह से हम कैसे डील करें कि अगर आप किसी के साथ रहते हैं जिनके साथ आपकी ट्यूनिंग उतनी बढ़िया नहीं है, पर ये वक्त गुजारना पड़ेगा एक साथ, तो उसको कैसे हैंडल किया जाए?
Should I answer that, Adwaita?
जी बिल्कुल.
I think it's important to acknowledge कि अगर मेरे अंदर there is response, जब स्ट्रेस होता है, जब एंजाइटी होती है, तो बहुत सारे जगह पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ सकता है. एक इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है हमारे बॉडी पे. तो बॉडी पे क्या वो कैसे बॉडी कैसे रिएक्ट करती है? पैल्पिटेशन, स्किन ब्रेकआउट, ब्लड प्रेशर चेंजेस, स्टमक इश्यूज. एक इम्पैक्ट फिजिकल इम्पैक्ट होता है, एक होता है इम्पैक्ट इमोशंस पे. तो जैसे एंगर, इरिटेबिलिटी, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, नेगेटिविटी, तो ये सब हमारे इम्पैक्ट स्ट्रेस का हमारे इमोशंस पे होता है. एक इम्पैक्ट होता है हमारे माइंड पे, कांस्टेंट थॉट्स, रेसिंग थॉट्स, नेगेटिव आउटलुक, नॉट बीइंग एबल टू कंट्रोल द थॉट्स. फिर एक इम्पैक्ट होता है हमारे बिहेवियर पे, तो विड्रॉ कर जाना, एक्सेसिव न्यूज देखना, एक्सेसिवली हाथ धोना, या फिर सब्सटेंसेस का यूज करना कोप करने के लिए, अल्कोहल या ड्रग्स या मेडिसिन. तो एक स्ट्रेस जब आता है तो हम अलग अलग वे से इम्पैक्ट, हमें अलग अलग पार्ट्स में हमारी बॉडी पे इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है या हमारे माइंड पे इम्पैक्ट करता है. तो इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि मुझ पे स्ट्रेस का क्या इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है. तो जैसे बोला आपने मंदिरा की एंगर और फ्रस्ट्रेशन, हाउ डू वी हैंडल, First of all, it's important to acknowledge that because of stress, I am feeling angry and I am feeling frustrated. So first, once you acknowledge it, then you will go into what part of your life currently is making you feel this way, and then find ways to deal with it. But a lot of times we are socialized, or we believe that we have to deny these emotions because they are negative. We should not be feeling angry. We should not be feeling frustrated. So if you're first able to even tell yourself that it's valid, this is an unreal, unnatural situation, it's okay for me to feel this way, I think a lot of relief you will feel from even that acknowledgement.
Parul, absolutely right. But when you have to deal with a situation like this, I think the best way to do that is also break the barriers which were earlier existing. I know you have to stay with a person who possibly the tuning is not very good. Now possibly is also the time, even online, possibly get help. Take help, get counseling done with you. You have the time, you're sitting at home, break the barrier. Communication is the best form with which you can actually break this barrier. Why were we not getting along with somebody who we are having to stay confined with? One thing is we have to stay with the person as of today. At this moment, we have to stay. We have no other option. We can't go away. Now, if we have to stay, how do we stay? The best way to do that, which has been felt, is try and start the communication process again. You will have to repeat it a couple of times, many times. Maybe it will break down once, it will break down the second time, it will break down the third time. But have the hope that yes, this communication will help us in understanding each other. Why is the friction existing? Why is the situation that I cannot go along with somebody else? Maybe I need to introspect. Maybe the other person needs to introspect. Okay, the other person is not introspect. Okay, the other person is stubborn. Can I change myself? Oh, very difficult to change yourself, but it is possible. Times are such. Survival hai. It's again the question of survival. I am confined to this space. I have to survive, and this is the environment I have. Now, what should I do? So the step forward is move forward, communicate. Think about all that has happened. My personal experience is that in anybody's life, there have always been some highlights, some points in the life which we should be which we are very happy about, which we are very grateful about. Now, instead of focusing on the fight, try and focus on those points. Think about those points. Possibly that will help you to start the communication again. And once the communication starts, possibly you will move forward, and the tension, the uncertainty, the anger, the irritability, all will go down. Maybe that's something that we need to try. What is good in this relationship? Think about it. Maybe that will help us in moving forward. Over to you.
Also, just to add on what Ashwini ji said, that if you are continuing to face, issues with the people in the house or a particular person in the house, you may be socially distanced from other close relationships, others in your support system. But that doesn't mean that you lose your emotional connect. So if one relationship is not fulfilling your emotional needs, perhaps there are other emotional relationships that you can draw upon to fulfill those needs, because those needs are important. We all need support, we need companionship, we need positivity, we need all those things. So if for some reason it's not coming from the people in your home, look for it in people in your circle who are not in your home, but whom you have an emotional connect with.
Absolutely. I really technology zindabad, we have so many ways of connecting with the people that we want to connect with in our lives now. Either through, for example, I know a lot of people who are now connecting with family all over the world, जिन्होंने टाइम फिक्स कर दिया है और कहा है ठीक है 8:30 बजे सैटरडे को हर सैटरडे को हम सब मिलेंगे और एक साथ पूरा परिवार एक साथ आता है, रशिया से, अमेरिका से, भारत में अलग अलग जगहों से. तो एक वो आई थिंक जो पहले हम लोग नहीं सोचते थे, वी आर ऑल्सो अडेप्टिंग एंड थिंकिंग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. ग्रेटेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स इज आवर एबिलिटी टू अडेप्ट. and to think up of solutions on the go. So even if 2 months ago we wouldn't have thought of connecting with family on a regular basis like this from all over the world, we are doing it today, and that's also pretty special.
And it's because we have emotional needs that these family members are meeting, and we like that connection, we cherish that connection, and it's important to acknowledge that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Until unless we see, we need to accept the fact that we need the emotional support. We cannot live in isolation. You can live in isolation only for a particular period of time. Ultimately, we are emotional beings. We are not computers. So we need the emotional connect. Now, where we get it from, we possibly, like you said, use technology. Now, being from the defense forces, there is a group that we have of only our course, which is about 200, 250 people. Possibly at one stage, we were only on WhatsApp. Now we are calling each other back. In your city, what can I do for you? There's somebody, who you want me to take care of in your city. I can possibly go and do that. So the calls have started. While we are still on WhatsApp, the calls have started. The support has started. It was always existing. Even in a family, it always exists. In any group, it always exists. Even the concept of I am stuck at home. Are you really stuck at home? I mean, when I was at work or when we are at work, we want to go home. We always had this crave, I don't have time for home, I don't have time for family, I don't have time for children. And now I am at home with them and I'm using the word actually that I'm stuck at home. So truly speaking, are we stuck at home? Let's think about it. Are we really stuck at home? Isn't it an opportunity for us to reconnect, to connect, to spend time, to cherish each other at this time? Maybe once we start looking at each other differently, out of the irritable habits which each other may have, maybe we will be a happier lot. And once we are happier, once we get that out of the way, emotional connect will take place. Possibly that's the way ahead.
I have a question. Agar, if you are feeling anxious, what is the best way to deal with that anxiety?
So may I take this?
Please.
Yeah. So see, anxiety, I am in a situation which is unprecedented, and there's a lot which is not in my control. But in order to feel less anxious, perhaps I can focus on what is in my control. So it's starting with basics, self-care. My sleep, a regulated amount of sleep, nutrition, eating nutritious. This is both relevant for physical health and emotional health to build your physical and emotional immunity. So basic self-care, sleep, having a routine. You cannot undermine the importance of a routine, especially in these unstructured times, because that gives you structure. It gives you something to define your day with. So try and have your own routine, which is unique to you, which suits your own situation, so that you don't feel like the day just went and what happened. So try and have some routine. Look after yourself. Connect with others. We already said that, talk about your feelings to others, that in your social circle, within your family. And also, introspect, acknowledge your feelings, whatever they may be. There's no positive or negative here. Whatever it is you're feeling, please feel. And also then question those feelings sometimes, if they're not leaving you, that anger and frustration is not leaving you, then question those feelings, what is making me feel this way? How have I coped with similar emotions in the past? What did I do with other stressful situations? I have not reached a particular life stage without having any coping abilities. So understand your own journey, because everybody's journey is different. Pursue activities that give you joy. For me, it could be playing with my pet. For you, it could be seeing a comedy show. So it's just going back into time and seeing what makes me feel better and doing those activities consciously.
If I was to take up from where Parul said, left, here, basically it is take action. Take some action. To be able to get out of any anxious situation, the more we think about that anxiety, the more it will heighten. Take action. Maybe, in any action that we take, will that be the absolute correct action? I don't know. Will that be the absolute correct decision? I don't know. Will that be appropriate to this? Possibly, because I'm going to think a little about it, but take action. The moment what action should I take? Sitting here, what action should I take? I am locked up, what action should I take? Yes, the physical activity, the diet, the sleep helps a great deal. Great deal. Having a routine helps a great deal. But now I take action to connect. Can I be kind to others? Can I be kind to myself? Most of the time we are very unkind to ourselves, We criticize ourselves. We don't even actually accept our own mistakes. We are in any case unkind to a lot of people. Can I start being kind? Can I do acts of kindness in a routine manner, on a daily manner? What is the act of kindness? People say, to do kindness, to be compassionate and to do kindness, it takes a lot. It doesn't take a lot. Maybe I'll ring up somebody who I met many years back, who's possibly lonely at this moment. Just that call may be an act of kindness. And moment I take this action, what is it going to make me feel? It's going to lower my anxiety because I have taken action. I have moved forward. And the moment I move forward, my anxiety levels reduce. So if you want to reduce your anxiety, take action. We use this a tremendous amount, in the defense forces. When we have to take when we go in for any sort of an operation, there is anxiety. The best the laid plans may be there. We have the equipment, we have the plans, we have everything. We really don't know what the outcome is going to be. We really don't know. We are anxious. And when we are anxious, it is to hold us back. And that's when we take the first step forward. Physical action. Put on your G suit, put on your helmet, get into your aircraft and just move.
But the problem now is that you can't really go anywhere. आप तो घर पे ही सीमित है ना?
No problem. कोई बात नहीं. घर में भी सीमित है तो फोन है ना आपके पास.
तो options तो बहुत ही.
Technology to our rescue. There are a lot of apps that can help you exercise if you're really, motivated. There are breathing exercises that we can all do. A lot of us have exposure to yoga. It's very big in our culture. So we've all had some or the other exposure to breathing exercises. There's a lot of content in media, on social media, if you're really motivated to do various exercises. So yes, it's not the same. If you really enjoyed nature, you enjoyed going to the park. Yes, it's not the same. But there are ways that, you can exercise in a different way to make yourself feel better. If this was an example.
यही युगल ठाकुर जी ने पूछा कि क्या फिजिकल हेल्थ और वर्कआउट मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी देता है? क्या उसमें उसका कुछ योगदान है कि अगर आप रेगुलरली एक्सरसाइज करें या होम वर्कआउट ही करें आज के माहौल में, तो उसकी वजह से कुछ मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी भी मिलती है?
Definitely. Moment you do physical activity, moment you do anything to do with physical, the hormones are going to get released. 30 to 40 minutes of physical activity is going to release hormones into your body. And those hormones, the blood circulation which will take place, the oxygen, higher levels of oxygen, the higher levels of oxygen which is going to circulate is definitely going to help you to handle the stress. So physical activity is definitely linked to you feeling better. In fact, most of the time it is recommended to people to do physical activity, like even if you're under stress, going for walks or going exercise in some form or the other. अब घर में हम ज्यादा अगर walk नहीं कर सकते, हम दूसरे type का physical activity कर सकते. Once you do the physical activity, your brain becomes calmer. So definitely physical activity helps. Parul?
Absolutely. Over here, I'd also say that, meditation.
सवाल है कि पारुल ने पहले.
Sorry, Advaita, your voice got cut.
जी बिल्कुल पारुल।
Yeah.
जी पारुल, आपने पहले कहा था कि ओसीडी जैसे रेपिटेटिव एक्शंस होते हैं, जैसे हाथ बार बार धोना, और ये टेंडेंसीज अब लोगों में जागरूक हो रही है, क्योंकि पहले तो भय बैठा हुआ है कि हाथ धोइए हाथ धोइए। तो ये मैसेज बहुत ही पॉजिटिव है और एक्चुअली डेटरेंट भी है, तो हमें सब हाथ धोना चाहिए। पर कुछ थोड़ा सा ऑब्सेसिव कंपल्सिव भी चीजें हो रही हैं कि एक ही अगर सोच हो उस पे बार बार वापस अपना ध्यान केंद्रित करना और उससे मन नहीं हटना, तो इससे भी लोग जूझ रहे हैं अभी।
एब्सोल्युटली। और अगर ऐसे लग रहा है कि कुछ साइंस हैं अद्वैता जिसका जो आउट ऑफ द ऑर्डिनरी है, जिसके लिए हमें मेंटल हेल्थ स्पेशलिस्ट से हेल्प लेनी चाहिए इवन इन लॉकडाउन। सो जैसे अगर मूड पे बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट है, मेरा मूड बहुत ज्यादा चेंज हो गया है, मैं इरिटेबल हो गई हूँ, एंग्री हो गई हूँ, मतलब बहुत फर्क आया है मेरे मूड में, और मेरी पूरी कोशिश के बावजूद मेरा मूड स्टेबलाइज नहीं हो रहा है, मेरी स्लीप पे फर्क पड़ा है, जैसे बहुत ज्यादा सोना या बिल्कुल नहीं सो पाना, या मेरी एपेटाइट पे फर्क पड़ा है, बिल्कुल नहीं खा पाना या बहुत ज्यादा खाना कंज्यूम करना, या ऐसे थॉट्स आना कि ये लाइफ इज नॉट वर्थ लिविंग, चलो मैं अपनी लाइफ ले लूं। तो ये सब कुछ साइंस हैं, जिसका मतलब ये है कि हमें किसी मेंटल हेल्थ स्पेशलिस्ट से कि इसको रीच आउट करना चाहिए, और ताकि ये प्रॉब्लम और ना बढ़ जाए। तो एक बैलेंस होता है कि हाथ धोना जरूरी है और हमारी हेल्थ के लिए आज इसेंशियल है, लेकिन एक जब कुछ ज्यादा ही बढ़ जाए, हाथ की लोगों के हाथ छिलने लग जाए या बहुत ज्यादा ड्राई हो जाए और कोशिश के बावजूद भी मैं कंटेन नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, तो ये साइन है कि एंजाइटी एक रेगुलर थ्रेशोल्ड से बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है और उसके लिए हेल्प लेना जरूरी है।
Absolutely, there are times actually ये जो स्टिग्मा है ना, मेंटल हेल्थ का स्टिग्मा रहता है कि why should I go to a counselor, मेरे साथ I'm mentally I am okay, एक फ्रेज इंडिया में हम बहुत यूज करते हैं, मैं पागल थोड़ी हूँ कि मेरे को किसी साइकेट्रिस्ट के पास या साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास जाने की जरूरत है। It's not a question of pagal or something like that. Basically what we are trying to talk about here when we talk about mental health, it's a behavioral adjustment, a well-being of how we feel. What is our feeling? Am I feeling okay? Or am I always worried? Or am I always anxious? अगर excessive anxiety है, excessive worry है, तो वो indication है कि कुछ हो रहा है मेरे साथ. Earlier, when we had the joint families, when we had everybody together, सब साथ में थे, there used to be some uncle, aunt, cousin जिसके साथ हम share कर ले. Today that is not existing. Most of us are
आई थिंक थोड़ा वीडियो अश्विनी जी का पॉज हो गया है। पारुल, आप ये एक सवाल आपके लिए, आप सुन पा रही हैं मुझे?
हाँ जी अद्वैता, थैंक यू, आई कैन हियर यू।
ये जो एलियनेशन जो है सोशल मीडिया पे, हमने एक तरफ तो ये बात है कि हाँ जी बहुत कनेक्शन बढ़ते हैं और आप लोगों से मिलजुल कर जो बहुत सालों से नहीं मिले उनके साथ आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, पर एक दूसरी चीज जो होती है वो ऑल्सो एक एलियनेशन, जहां हम अपनी खो जाते हैं। मेरी मम्मी तो मुझे बहुत बारी कहती है कि तुम स्मार्टफोन से तुम्हारी आंखें हटती हैं, और अब ऐसा हाल हो गया है कि मेरा दाहिना हाथ जिसमें मैं फोन पकड़ती हूँ वो अब कॉन्स्टेंटली दर्द करता है, तो अब मैंने खुद बिकॉज ऑफ फिजिकल डिस्कम्फर्ट फोन अलग रख दिया है। एंड आई एक्चुअली फाइंड कि मेरे दिन में घंटे बढ़ गए हैं और मैं और काम कर पा रही हूँ और मेरे पास मेरे दिमाग में उतना स्ट्रेस नहीं है। तो ये बिल्कुल मैं आपसे वाकिफ हूँ कि स्ट्रेस तो बढ़ाता ही है सोशल मीडिया, पर इसके बिना ना रह पाते हैं, इसके साथ नहीं रह पाते हैं, तो बैलेंस कैसे, हाउ डू वी अचीव अ बैलेंस?
I think we all have to define a balance for ourselves. If it's affecting your normal life, if the social media usage is affecting normal life, if it's making you feel more worried, if it's making you feel less connected with people, like emotionally connected, you know what's going on with people's lives, but the emotional connection is getting weaker, or you're experiencing physical symptoms like, eyes are getting affected, hands are getting affected, or you're not able to concentrate on other activities, and your mind is always on your phone. So there are some very clear signs that, maybe your social media or your phone usage is getting more than it should be, and for each person it's different. So I think we need to understand for ourselves about where the balance for me is. And now one is increasingly hearing ki
Ashwini ji, आपको
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
yes,
I think I am back. Little glitch there.
Yes, no problem. Parul, point खत्म करिए please.
Yeah, so I was saying that आजकल इतना ज़्यादा बच्चों में भी बढ़ गया है. I was hearing a talk the other day where they were talking about how India में बच्चे, ऐसे भी बच्चे अब केसेस आ रहे हैं जहाँ पे बच्चे 8-8, 9-9 घंटे गेमिंग कर रहे हैं कि वो बाथरूम जाने के लिए भी उठ नहीं पा रहे हैं, और फुल्ली टॉयलेट ट्रेन 10-12 साल के बच्चे वहीं बैठे बैठे बाथरूम भी कर रहे हैं. So that is another frightening aspect of, getting addicted to your phone or getting addicted to social media. So that of course is an extreme which is easy to pick up, but even if you're feeling that, that it's going to a point where I'm worried about my social media or my phone usage, then it's time to pause and think, why am I worried? So that in itself is a clue to you about, what's going on with your phone or social media usage.
जी अश्विनी जी कुछ कह रहे थे. नहीं, फिर से ऑडियो इशू हो रहा है अश्विनी जी के साथ. नहीं, बिल्कुल सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. हाँ, नहीं, कुछ ऑडियो इशू है. अनम्यूट तो कर दिया है उनको, पर ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा. पारुल, कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं, मेरे खुद मित्र हैं जिनके माता पिता अलग अलग शहरों में रहते हैं. आज एक बहुत ही अच्छा वीडियो आया सामने ट्विटर पे, जहाँ पे एक सीनियर सिटीजन है, कर्नल हैं, वो चंडीगढ़ में रहते हैं और अकेले रहते हैं घर में. तो वहां के पंचकुला की पुलिस वहां पे पहुंची उनके घर. तो वो वीडियो में वो बाहर निकल रहे हैं घर से और वो उनको बता रहे हैं कि देखिए, मेरा नाम कर्नल ये है और मैं अकेले रहता हूँ यहाँ पे. और वो गेट जब तक पहुंचते हैं तब तक पुलिस एक केक ऊपर उठा लेती है और उनके लिए हैप्पी बर्थडे गा देती है, क्योंकि इट वाज हिज बर्थडे. वो बिल्कुल इतने भावुक, वो रोने लगे वहां. और मैं भी वो वीडियो देखकर, अगर आप भी देखेंगी तो यू विल गेट रियली इमोशनल, क्योंकि फिर एक्चुअली पता चलता है कि लोगों द एक्सपीरियंस दैट पीपल लिविंग अलोन, जैसे हमारे सीनियर सिटीजन्स हैं, उनके साथ क्या हो रहा है. तो आप मुझे बताइए, ये जो एंजाइटी जो कुछ लोगों के है दोनों तरफ की, सम पीपल बिकॉज दे आर नॉट इन टच विद देयर पेरेंट्स, बहुत परेशान हैं कि उनके माता पिता कैसे हैं और कब उनसे मिल पाएंगे, क्योंकि हमको बताया गया है कि कोविड बहुत वल्नरेबल पॉपुलेशन ये जो एंजाइटी है सेपरेशन की.
Your voice is breaking, Adwaita. Yeah.
जो सेपरेशन एंजाइटी है उसका क्या करें?
I think again अपनी worry पे attention दीजिए कि क्यों मैं worried हूँ अपने parent के लिए. And once you acknowledge that worry, find ways of keeping in touch with your parents. There are reading a lot about how the elderly are in neighborhood networks, जिनके बच्चे मतलब बाहर रहते हैं. मेरी खुद की कॉलोनी में उनको दूसरों ने सपोर्ट किया, एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम बनाया है. And that's tying back to when Ashwini ji was saying that, in these hard times, what does make you feel good about yourself is helping others, supporting others. So a lot of the younger, people are actually supporting the elderly to get them their groceries, to just go outside their home and, just make a call from the balcony and say, is everything okay? So that is helpful to the children of the elderly, and also to the elderly, and also to the person giving the help. Of course, the person receiving the help feels good, but the person giving the help also feels good about himself or herself. So yes, definitely, it's pro-social behavior or helping others is a wonderful coping technique in these hard times.
और ये और दूसरे एंड पे यू हैव तो बच्चों को एक्सप्लेन करें बहुत ही अननेचुरल सिचुएशन, तो उनको कैसे, उनकी एंजाइटी को कैसे संभालें और उनको कैसे एक्सप्लेन करें कि दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है?
आई थिंक बच्चों को एक्सप्लेन करने से पहले अगर पेरेंट्स अपनी खुद की एंजाइटी को मैनेज करें, खुद को एक्नॉलेज करें, खुद के लिए सेल्फ केयर मेजर्स लें, तो बच्चे जितना बोलते नहीं है, जितना वो देखते हैं उससे ज्यादा सीखते हैं. तो अगर वो देखते हैं कि उनके पेरेंट्स इसको एक बहुत मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट वे में या मतलब दे आर टेकिंग इट इन देयर स्ट्राइड, तो बच्चों पे भी उस एंजाइटी को ज्यादा इफेक्टिवली कोप करेंगे. और जैसे हम अपना ध्यान रखेंगे अच्छी तरह, तो वैसे ही हम अपने बच्चों का, तो उनके लिए कुछ एक्सरसाइज रूटीन, उनका स्लीप, उनका न्यूट्रिशन, उनका कनेक्शन विद देयर फ्रेंड्स थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी. तो एक्चुअली बच्चे और एडल्ट्स में इतना ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है सेल्फ केयर में और एंजाइटी का ध्यान रखने में.
जी, और आई थिंक अश्विनी जी लौट गए हमारे पास. क्या मेरी आवाज?
Yeah, I am back, but as Kavita Bhaku on the screen.
अच्छा, ठीक है. That was a quick gender.
Yes, I borrowed her phone today, so that's cooperation and communication.
तो वो the question we were discussing, अश्विनी जी, was कि बच्चों को कैसे करें कि और उनको कैसे मोटिवेट करें, पॉजिटिव रखें कि ये समय निकल जाएगा और वो चिंतित ना हो अपने माँ बाप के लिए, अपने दादा दादी, नाना नानी के लिए. तो ये जो एंजाइटीज जो बच्चों में पैदा होती हैं इस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस अननेचुरल सिचुएशन, उसको कैसे हैंडल किया जाए?
See, mostly my perception is mostly children mirror what their parents are doing. You know, they look at us. Children are very, very sensitive to how I am operating. So if I am operating from a state of anxiety, this is going to get transmitted to the children. If I behave in a rational manner, if I operate in a very rational, calm manner, अंदर से चाहे मेरे turmoil हो, you know, I may also be very anxious. There may be a lot of turmoil from inside of me. But if I can create a facade, or I can, you know, show myself to be calm, that is going to get transmitted. Though, truly speaking, if I remain anxious and I don't take action, that is going to affect the children. Now, just talking to them and telling them everything will be okay, it is not going to work. So you yourself have to behave in a manner which is very, very calm. And that's, again, I take it back to the defense services sort of an example. You lead from the front, you become the role model of being calm. Moment you become the role model of being calm, that is where the calmness will come in. And that is what is going to get transmitted to the children. You take a very, very small child, you know, a child who's not really talking and, you know, this thing. If the mother or the father are very anxious around the child, that's what the child will reflect. And the same thing goes on as the child grows up, until unless you can actually sit down across the table and they are grown up and you can talk to them. So be the role model.
एक और सवाल आया है कि बच्चों पे जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, ये 3 साल से 8 साल बच्चे जो बहुत ही वो स्पंज जैसे होते हैं उस उम्र में, आजकल क्योंकि बाहर नहीं जा पा रहे हैं, टीवी बहुत देख रहे हैं, और ये इन पे नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है और उनकी हेल्थ भी सफर कर रही है, और लग रहा है जैसे और कुछ कई महीनों के लिए ये चलता रहेगा. तो इसको कैसे हैंडल करें?
Arun?
Yeah, I would think that yes, in the absence of anything to do, children will, you know,
हिंदी में कह दीजिए पारुल.
हाँ, अगर कुछ और करने को नहीं है तो सबसे कन्वीनियंट है. आजकल माँ बाप भी बहुत ज्यादा, हम लोग सबकी हेल्थ रिड्यूस हो गई है, तो हम लोगों को भी ज्यादा बर्डन पड़ गया हाउसवर्क का. तो मैंने भी मतलब देखा है और सुना है कि बहुत पेरेंट्स बच्चों को स्क्रीन ज्यादा देखने दे रहे हैं. आई डोंट ब्लेम द पेरेंट्स बिकॉज इवन देयर सिचुएशन इज टफ. वी ऑल यूज्ड टू अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ हेल्प इन इंडिया एंड इट्स नॉट कमिंग टू अस दीस डेज. सो लेट्स फर्स्ट रिकॉग्नाइज you know, that part is also happening, but this is also time that, you know, now 3, 4, 5 weeks have passed. I mean, we've been in this situation, let's say, you know, from 18th, 19th of March to now. And now enough time has passed that we can change the course and help our kids discover things that give them joy, because it is about passing this time constructively as well. So it could be reading, it could be drawing, it could be something else, because yes, getting kids addicted to screen is not healthy for them in the long run. And this, we don't know for how long it goes. If it was 2, 3, 4 weeks, then it was different, but we really don't know. So as long as we get conscious that this is not healthy, we can find alternate ways for kids to pass their time more constructively. Of course, it's easier said than done. It's hard for the parents right now.
अश्विनी जी, ये जो कहा जाता है कि आप 21 दिन में एक गलत आदत छोड़ सकते हैं और 21 दिन में एक अच्छी आदत आप अडॉप्ट भी कर सकते हैं। अगर हम आगे की तरफ देखें और सोचें कि एक संकल्प लें कि ये 21 दिन जो 3 हफ्ते हैं, इनमें कुछ हम नया सीख सकें या कुछ जो हमारी जिंदगी में एक बुरी आदत है उसे पीछे छोड़ सकें, तो इसमें कितना सत्य है और क्या ये पॉसिबल है और थोड़ा पॉजिटिविटी इससे आ सकती है? कुछ अपनी पर्सनल गोल सेटिंग अगर हम करें अभी।
गोल सेटिंग ऑलवेज विल ब्रिंग आपको पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट्स। नाउ 21 दिन और 45 डेज का 2 कंट्रोवर्सी है, 2 स्टडीज हैं एक्चुअली। People say 21 days and there's a lot of study which says 45 days. Now, when we are talking about 21 days and 45 days, it says by 45 days, the change becomes a part of the, see, ultimately क्या है, neural pathways हमारे form होते हैं mind में. These neural pathways are formed till the time we are about 6 to 8 years of age. After that, close to puberty के पास जाके दोबारा ये neural pathways form होना start होते हैं. Once we are past the teens, actually वो solidify होना शुरू कर देते हैं. It is now very difficult to create a new path in this jungle of neural pathways that we already have. But with this 45 days practice, 21 to 45 days practice, what can happen is we can start following a new path basically by ignoring an old path. So जो old path है उसको हम ignore करना शुरू कर देते हैं. ऐसा नहीं वो गायब हो जाता है, वो हम ignore करना शुरू कर देते हैं और नए पाथ पे चलना शुरू कर देते हैं. 21 दिन में आपको थोड़ी सी हैबिट होगी, 45 डेज में वो ज्यादा फॉर्म हो जाएगा. So there are many studies which indicate 45 days is what is needed to get the path steady so that you can follow it. And once you start following it, yes, change is possible. Change is definitely possible. It is just that the old habit will not die, but it will get suppressed. Suppression हो जाएगा और change possible है. उसके लिए आपको reminder है. हम लोग to form this habit, we recommend you form a buddy system. Generally, most of us इतने self-disciplined नहीं होते कि हम वो चीज को बार बार फॉलो करते रहें. कहीं ना कहीं हमसे लैप्स हो जाता है. The moment you form a buddy system, you have somebody who is with you, your spouse, your friend, or anybody who's with you, who takes you on that path for about 45 days. And then, when it is habituated, you have to get reminders on a regular basis. Today also, every one of us need a reminder on what path to walk. जैसे ही हम वो reminder भूल जाते हैं, we will revert back to the old habit. So yes, 45 days it is possible. 21 days में आप संकल्प ले लीजिए, follow कीजिए, चल सकता है.
I also want to add something. May I please?
जी.
अद्वैता, मैं यहाँ पे कहना चाहूंगी कि हम लोग आजकल बहुत देख रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया पे, टीवी पे कि लोग नई हैबिट्स बना रहे हैं, नए खाने बना रहे हैं, एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं. एंड ग्रेट, kudos to people who are able to form new habits, who are able to be extremely productive. Kudos to them. But at the same time, let's acknowledge that there are some of us out there who are experiencing genuine mental health difficulties, who are really feeling stressed, anxious, irritable, like completely confused. And it's okay to feel that way. And it's okay at the same time to seek help for all these feelings. Because sometimes we also get overwhelmed when we see or we compare ourselves with others and we see, अरे ये तो रोज नया खाना बना रही है, अरे ये तो रोज नई एक्सरसाइज कर रही है. So sometimes we feel even more down when we see others being much more productive than we can even fathom. So let's acknowledge that some of us are facing more, genuine mental health issues which are not letting us be as productive or form new habits like others.
जी, और आखिरी में मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि इन अ पोस्ट कोविड वर्ल्ड कैसे हमको अडेप्ट करना चाहिए? क्या आपको लगता है चैलेंजेस होंगे मेंटल हेल्थ को पोस्ट कोविड दुनिया में? या एक्चुअली आई शुडंट से पोस्ट कोविड, आई शुड से पोस्ट लॉकडाउन, क्योंकि कोविड तो पता नहीं कितने समय रहेगा. कुछ लोग तो अब ये टिप्पणी कर रहे हैं कि वी विल जस्ट हैव टू लर्न टू लिव विद इट एंड टेक नेसेसरी प्रिकॉशंस एंड गो ऑन विद लाइफ. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि पोस्ट लॉकडाउन वर्ल्ड में मेंटल हेल्थ चैलेंजेस क्या होंगे?
I think बहुत होंगे, Advaita, is what I'm feeling, because economy is going to be impacted. So लोगों के concerns and stresses about their job, about their business are going to increase. Then social distancing might be here to stay for some time, even if lockdown changes. हम लोगों का रूटीन में बहुत बदलाव आएगा. Sorry, किसी का माइक बहुत echo कर रहा है.
जी, मैं जी.
So concerns about health and health of ourselves and our loved ones will continue. All this social media coverage around what's going on will continue. We will also keep hearing sad news about migrant labor, about daily wagers whose lives will be very severely impacted. So unless a cure is found, there is till a cure is found, there is going to be a severe impact on every sphere of our lives, I feel. And people who are already dealing with mental health issues, who were dealing with issues even when everything was fine with the world in terms of COVID, their issues may get worse unless they proactively seek help. So I don't think overnight, miraculously, our life will go back to what it used to be. I don't know.
Life will not go back to normal. Absolutely what Parul has said, life will not go back to normal. But at the same time, I think people will start becoming, become more kinder, more compassionate. Yes, हम दूर रहेंगे थोड़ा सा, हाथ नहीं मिलाएंगे, possibly, hug नहीं करेंगे. But at the same time, we will start feeling for each other more. Because क्या है कि we will see the pain around you. You will see the, people who are around you who possibly are suffering. And you are seeing it already now. I am seeing in our place where we stay, we are about 500 houses in this society. People have already started becoming so much more considerate towards each other. हम लोग अलग रहते हैं एक दूसरे से, social distancing maintain करते हैं. I mean, just as an example, we had a grocery van which came to deliver groceries, and we had only 4 hours for 500 houses. There was no rush. There was social distancing. People took just 1.5 minutes per head to shop. Where have we thought about 1.5 minutes to shop? People had their list ready, 1.5 minute में shopping करके चले गए. This is what people are more kind, more compassionate. Life normal नहीं होने वाली है. That is not going to happen. But at the same time, we are not going to close ourselves in a cocoon also. We will
possibly on the positive side, along with compassion, maybe we'll also be more resilient. Having conquered something like this eventually, we will realize that we have the skills to cope, that we can manage no matter what. And it's a wonderful life lesson for our children as well. At the same time, I don't want to undermine that, there will be a huge stress on the economy, which comes with a great psychological impact. So, it's going to be a balancing act, and I guess we will, and another thing I would like to say is best to also take each day as it comes, because we really don't know. I mean, you asked me to think of a post-COVID world. I don't know. But what also really helps me personally to cope with the worry that I feel when I see what's going on is really to take each day as it comes.
एक सवाल आया है अश्विनी जी से, गौतम तिवारी जी से, और ये हम आखिरी सवाल रखते हैं. और वो पूछ रहे हैं कि आर्मी ऑलवेज प्रिपेयर्स फॉर डिसरप्शंस. जो हमारी फोर्सेस हैं वो हर बारी तैनात रहती हैं कि कुछ गड़बड़ हो सकती है कभी भी। तो अब सिविलियन लाइफ में या आम आदमी की जिंदगी में ऐसा बड़ा डिसरप्शन आया है ये पैंडेमिक की वजह से, तो इसके लिए हम लोग कैसे प्रिपेयर करें? अभी तो हम प्रिपेयर, तो उसका समय तो निकल गया, अब तो हम उसके बीच में हैं, पर आगे के लिए हम अपने आप को दुरुस्त कैसे रखें, एंड हाउ शुड वी बी रेडी फॉर द वर्स्ट एंड होप फॉर द बेस्ट?
The forces are always ready. We are continuously under training. बार बार हम लोग ट्रेनिंग करते हैं. If you notice the first war when I was in the defense services, when I was in the Air Force, the war before 1999 was fought in 1971. But every day we were practicing. Every day we were preparing ourselves. I went to war after 19 years of practice. Was I tense? Yes. Was there, anxiety? Yes. But we were prepared. We just went in and we did what we are supposed to do. Now, preparation is a daily system. Learn to live with uncertainty. The uncertainty is going to happen in your life. Think about the uncertainty. Learn to be more adaptive. Stop being more rigid. The more rigid we are, the more problematic the things are going to be. So stop being rigid. Yes, I love to drive a particular type of car. I love to have a particular type of food. Adjust, learn to adjust. If you get dal roti, have dal roti. If you can eat in a 5-star today, eat in a 5-star. Enjoy the 5-star today and enjoy the dhaba tomorrow. So adapt. What we have to train ourselves anytime in the future is the ability to be able to adapt and adapt very fast. And that's what.
And the final.
You're getting cut off.
I think you're the only. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes, Adwaita, better.
Yeah.
So, final question is, and I think you're the only person now, because you've seen a war end. Does it feel like when the war ends? Because this is also a war. So what's it going to feel like? Because that may be our light at the end of the tunnel. So I want to go into the future and ask you, what does it feel like when a war ends?
Relief. It has ended. But at the same time, please understand that, we all are trained for all this. There is a massive sense of relief. When we talk about this jubilation and all that, this jubilation and all in a soldier is limited. We are all soldiers fighting this COVID today, all of us are soldiers fighting this. So at the end, when this finishes, the predominant feeling will be relief, and also at the same time, confidence in yourself that you will be able to handle anything like this in the future. Your self-confidence will go up. There will be relief. Your self-confidence will go up a little bit. We will possibly get together and burst some crackers and things like that. But that is going to be a little limited. But more than anything else, it is going to be relief and a feeling, yes, we can deal with it. Yes, this also we can handle. And that's what gives you confidence, and you will be able to become much more stronger in life. Then there is going to be no challenge. Like, Parul was saying, our children having seen this, they will be much, much more stronger. Our younger generation having seen this will be much more stronger. Then, this economic slowdown and all is not going to matter, because here we have come out of being of survival. If anyone had not survived this, what are we talking about economy, or what are we talking about anything else, economy or whatever, anything else? So we will have a great sense of relief, little job problems, little handling things here and there, little financial losses. We will come out of it. We will be feeling very happy that we have been able to deal with this. We have come out as a survivor. We have survived this, and now we can deal with anything. Lot of self-confidence, lot of relief.
एक सवाल आया है अरुण समतानी जी से. वो पूछ रहे हैं कि how does one cope with the fear of the death of a loved one in these times? क्योंकि वो जो भय जो रहता है कि कोई हमारे करीबी इससे we don't them to this virus, तो उसके साथ कैसे coping tips क्या हैं कि ये anxiety जो है वो मन में ना रहे? पारुल जी आप बताइए.
I think ये बहुत valid fear है आज के time में. Again, अपनी खुद की हेल्थ और अपनी loved ones की हेल्थ की चिंता तो मतलब है, हम सबको है. तो पहले तो मतलब हम अपनी फिजिकल सेफ्टी के लिए जो कुछ स्टेप्स ले सकते हैं, अपनी लव्ड वंस की फिजिकल सेफ्टी के लिए जो कुछ स्टेप्स ले सकते हैं, वो स्टेप्स हमें लेने चाहिए. लेकिन कोप कैसे करना है, तो आज हमने काफी चीजें बताई कि फोकस उस पे करना है जो हमारे कंट्रोल पे है. जब भी ये डर बहुत बढ़ जाता है तो फोकस करिए कि आप क्या कर सकते हैं जो आपके कंट्रोल में है. जैसे मतलब जर्नलिंग, अपनी वरीज को जर्नल करना कि किस चीज के लिए मुझे वरी हो रही है. हमारे कल्चर में एक बहुत ब्यूटीफुल चीज है प्रेइंग. हम सबको एक अर्ली एज से एक रिलेशनशिप विद गॉड हमें एक इनकलकेट किया गया है. तो प्रे करिए, अगर आपके मतलब प्रे करिए कि अपनी सेफ्टी के लिए, अपने लव्ड वंस की सेफ्टी के लिए. मेन चीज है कि एक्नॉलेज करिए कि ये फियर वैलिड है और फिर उसके ऊपर एक्ट करिए, जर्नल करिए, प्रे करिए, अपने लव्ड वन से बात करिए कि आप उनके लिए वरीड हैं. They will feel your love when you do that. So you can't be a superhero and protect them from whatever it is that they are going to have to deal with. But yes, you can make them feel, you can form an emotional connect with them. You can make them feel more loved, and you can do what's in your control.
Absolutely. Just to add to Parul, I would say enjoy the time you have. You cannot control what is going to happen tomorrow. Like she was saying, आपके जो कंट्रोल में है उतना कीजिए, जो कंट्रोल में नहीं है forget it. But at the same time, enjoy every moment that you have today. Don't postpone any joy. If you have to celebrate, a birthday, do it now on Facebook or whichever way, Zoom or whatever you want to do. But this is the time to get close to them. This is the time to do the emotional connect. Every moment that you have at present. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. You cannot do anything if something was to happen to them. But presently, when they're alive, at least enjoy this time with them.
And on that note, I want to thank both of you for sparing your time, this very uncertain time for the rest of us. And I know for you as well, but you all just seem better equipped to deal with the uncertainty of this time. And I hope that, we will see the light of this situation very soon. And I would love to invite you back in a few weeks' time if we are still go into a third lockdown, which is quite a distinct possibility. But once again, thank you so much. And thank you so much to our participants who came on. At the Power Panel, we try and bring interesting conversations to you every 2 days. So 3 times a week. We'll be back day after with another conversation. And that will be updated on my personal social media account as well as on other places online. So I hope you will return and join the conversation. Last week, we spoke about the economy. This week, we spoke today, for example, we spoke about mental health. So we always try and engage with the pertinent topics of the week, as well as with experts who can give us some direction.